Okay, so today basically we are going to discuss about how one can perform a good kind of literature review. Now, this is related to certain literature review where primary materials are journal articles and book chapters, but depending on the subject and depending on the research project, the materials can be diverse as possible. So I am not talking about that. So first of all, you have certain thing in your mind about certain topic on which you want to do literature review, and you may have already you have gathered 2 or 3 papers. So first thing that you want to do is to read those few paper, 2 3 paper maybe thoroughly, and get a good sense of what is your research topic. What I mean by that is you must understand what are the various aspect of it, what are the relevant search term on which you can through which you can find more papers, and all of it. Now, next thing that you want to do, you want to use some like let's say you can use Google Scholar to find out research paper relevant to that topic. There you can use all the Google search term that you may find relevant for the topic. And best thing is to download all paper, uh, not just new paper but also old paper. I will talk about that later, why old paper. And here of course, if you start downloading, I mean, of course, you don't have to download all the paper. You may, by reading the title, you may find certain thing interesting, so try to get as many as paper as possible, but not too many. And point is, try to find paper from the good journals, that means high impact factor journal, because that those papers contain dense material and written in a good way, and of course peer reviewed in a good sense, so that will help. Now, next thing that you want to do also is that, depending on the research topic, some basic thing you may want to get cleared about. So for that, not just research paper but book chapters are important. So you may want to search on Google search Google search bar about the topic, and you may want to find some relevant book chapters. Now, next step is important: arrange all the material according to time. That means, now here time means the time when papers are submitted, or when the book chapters were published. So that was important because we know that for a paper getting it published, it will take some time, and it can be 1 year or two, more than 1 year also. So now, uh, arranging all this material in time order will going to be very much important, and will give us some benefit, that then you will have an understanding that chronologically how knowledge had been developed in those particular topic. Now, next thing is that you may want to read all the abstract of those paper or book chapters, maybe introduction, and maybe some quick review of figures and conclusion, maybe, to get sense of the content of those paper at first round. And then you decide upon which papers and which book chapters you want to read thoroughly, and you don't want to make it a long list, because that is not a good idea. Sometimes you may lost uh, encouragement in the midway. So make a sequence of paper, maybe 15 or 20 or maybe 25 depending on you. So it depends on you, and make sure you read every bit of it, and after reading every paper you make some summary of it. You can make a video, or you can have an audio recording of it, or you can have a flashcard or something like that, summary sort of thing, so that you can quickly, by reading those things or by listening to those things, you can quickly summarize or understand what was the content of those paper, because it can be long list of paper and you may lost the track or may forget a lot of detail. So it was important, it will going to be important. Now final stage is to make a thorough discussion of it, that you can do with yourself or you can discuss with your group or something like that, and summarize it, summarize all papers and their correlation between each other, and how historically or time wise how things had developed it, so all this thing. So fine, and that will be the, I think, is the good way of doing a literature review. So that's it.